Today, I'm revealing a truth that took me over 30 years and countless struggles to finally grasp. And when I finally did, it didn't just change my life, it unlocked it. It's a simple truth, but embodying it can unleash a freedom you never knew was possible, impacting your happiness, your relationships, your career, and yes, your bank account. So, what is this transformative truth? It's this: you cannot control other people or what they think about you. It sounds almost too simple, right? But for many of us, especially those of us from immigrant backgrounds, this idea isn't just revolutionary, this idea can feel terrifying and impossible. We grew up with an unspoken contract, a deep sense of responsibilities. Our parents, our elders, they made immense sacrifices, some that we will never be able to understand. They often left everything behind, crossing oceans and cultures to give us opportunities that they could only dream of. And with that immense gift comes the heavy weight of expectation. Maybe you felt it, that unspoken pressure to pay them back, to achieve a certain level of success to make their struggles worth it. Or perhaps it was this constant gnawing fear, I can't disappoint them. This isn't just about our parents though. It seeps into every corner of our lives. It becomes, what will my family think? What will my friends think? What will they think? And there's always this elusive they. If you know what I'm talking about, drop a me too in the comments below so we know we're not alone. And if you're new here and you like this real talk, hit that like and subscribe button for more. For many of us in our community, especially if you grew up in an Asian household like I did, you know this concept of saving face. And it's about maintaining a flawless external appearance, hiding struggles, always looking impeccably put together, even if you're falling apart inside. It wasn't enough to keep up with the Joneses. We had to be better. And showing any sign of falling short could bring shame, not just to you, but to your entire family. This unspoken pressure can at times motivate us to work harder and strive for big things, but other times it can feel like we're being crushed by the weight of expectations. This constant need to manage other people's perceptions, it's utterly exhausting. And here's where it directly, undeniably ties into your finances. Because when we're constantly performing for others, our money also pays the price. Think about it. Guilt and family obligations. How many of us feel immense guilt saying no to financial requests from family, even when it jeopardizes our own savings goals, emergency funds, or retirement? This isn't about charity, it's often a deeply ingrained cultural expectation, a filial duty that feels impossible to refuse without disrespecting elders. Your ambition to build wealth for yourself clashes directly with this deep-seated obligation. It's like being caught between a rock and a hard place, and your bank account is usually the one that cracks under pressure. Shame and keeping up with appearances. How often do we spend money we don't have to project this image of success? Maybe it's the designer bag, the luxury car, or the elaborate event that's supposed to signal you've made it. This keeping up mentality is a direct consequence of caring what they think. It silently drains your bank account, prevents you from investing, and traps you in this cycle of debt. And then the shame from those past choices fuels more overconsumption, creating this vicious, self-defeating loop. The taboo of money talk. Growing up, it was always seen as rude, almost shameful to talk about money, especially as an Asian female. But if you're like me, a child of immigrants and a millennial, you're most likely part of the sandwich generation. You're caring for young kids and you're caring for aging parents. The thing is, if we never talk about money, we can't ever truly budget or plan for the future. When a topic is taboo, you learn to just avoid it, which keeps you in the dark about your own finances and even your parents' financial standing. So, how can we plan for a future that we can't even openly discuss? Playing it safe with your career and money. If your biggest fear is disappointing others, you're far less likely to take risks. You might stay in a stable but unfulfilling job rather than pursuing a passion or starting that business you dream of. You might stick to a low-risk savings account rather than exploring investments that could actually build generational wealth. The fear of what if it fails and what will they say can keep you stuck from pursuing your true financial potential. It kept me stuck way too long. I spent too many years playing it safe, absolutely terrified of disappointing my parents or worried about what other people would think. And here I am, nearly 40, not yet 40, and finally taking a leap into this YouTube journey. I mean, some might think I'm crazy, but my new mantra is, if not now, then when? I wasted too much time living life according to what I thought everyone else wanted for me. So now it's time to live life on my own terms. I hope that the most liberating thing you'll hear today, especially as a child of immigrants, is this: you are not responsible for other people's feelings or their opinions of you. They have their own beliefs, their own lenses, their own experiences that influence how they see the world. And honestly speaking, what they think about you usually has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Imagine someone wearing pink tinted sunglasses every single day. Their whole world looks pink. You look pink, their dog is pink, their car is pink, everything. No matter what you do, you can change your clothes, get a new job, move cities, but you will still appear pink. They will never be able to see things clearly until they remove their pink sunglasses. But it is not your responsibility to remove those sunglasses. It's theirs. When you truly internalize this and when you truly accept that you cannot please everyone, no matter how much you try, a profound seismic shift happens. You are freed from the constant performance, the exhausting facade. As life goes on and I experience more life, I realize that life is always hard, right? Life is always uncomfortable. We all know this. But here's the game changer, the glimmer of hope that I want you to feel today. You get to choose your hard. Do you choose the hard of constantly trying to please others, sacrificing your own dreams, your own peace of mind, and your own financial well-being? Or do you choose the hard of setting boundaries, embracing your authentic self, and building the life that you truly want, even if it means some people won't understand or approve? This isn't about being selfish. This is about self-preservation and self-actualization. It's about breaking generational cycles, not just of poverty, but of emotional burden, of unspoken expectations. When you are financially stable and emotionally free, you are actually better equipped to help those you care about from a place of strength and love, not obligation or guilt. This newfound freedom allows you to set healthy financial boundaries with your family, ensuring your own future is secure. Remember the airplane example? Put your own oxygen mask on before helping others. What good is it if we're all drowning together? Your security is their security in the long run. Invest in yourself, your education, your business, your health without guilt. We grew up with this scarcity mindset, often told to save every penny and never spend. But the truth is, the best investment you can ever make is you. Take calculated risks that align with your vision for financial growth. Our immigrant parents came to a new country with little understanding of how things worked, and they had to figure things out as they went along. Of course, there was a general mistrust of official things, banks, financial advisors, investing. It makes sense then because they were trying to survive and they couldn't lose any of their money. But just because this kind of thinking got them to where they are today doesn't mean that we need to carry this story with us. that story no longer serves us. In fact, it's holding us back from building true generational wealth. Live life according to your own compass. Build the wealth, the family, the career, and the happiness you truly desire. Maybe I'm speaking for myself, but I spent too much time caring about what everyone else thought. Do my parents approve? Do my in-laws approve? Are they all disappointed? Are they gonna be ashamed? On and on. What helped me come to terms with this is when I had my own kids. Because when I think about one of my children living with such fear and anxiety of what I would think, so much so that it would influence their career choice or partner choice or living choice, I hated that thought. So I'm trying to embody this for my own children. So I'm trying my best to model it in my own life. I want to live my one precious life with no regrets. And that means I can't live my life constantly worried about what other people think. If I do that, that's them dictating my life, and that simply doesn't work for me. It took me over 30 plus years to finally really understand and accept this truth. Imagine the time, the energy, and yes, the money that I could have made. But the good news is you don't have to wait that long. You can start now. Embrace this truth and truly watch how it transforms your life, your relationships, and let's not forget your bank account. So, what's one area of your life where you're currently caring too much about what others think? Share in the comments below. And if this resonated with you and if you felt seen today, please share it with a friend who you know needs to hear this message. And if you're wondering what to do next with your money, check out this next video that pops up on the screen.